my friend, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a cook and clean with me. As a homemaker, this is what I do. I cook and I clean for my family. So in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be cleaning up my home, and then at the end I'm going to be cooking some dinner. If you are new here and if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, hello, my name is Maria. I'm a stay-at-home mom. On my channel, I do a ton of cleaning motivation. I do clean with me's, I do cook and clean with me's, I do grocery hauls, and I also do a ton of homemaking videos. So if those kind of things interest you, I'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. Definitely follow me over on Instagram because I post daily on my stories and in my feed. My Instagram is linked in the description box below, and I'll also put it on the screen here for you.
No, we can't stay no more. Oh, come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you. I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do. Let's break away. Get up, do it, break away. Get up, do it, break away. It's always mixed emotions. The first step is always hard when you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance. Not like anything we've done before. Yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you. I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do. Let's break away. Somehow this is beautiful. Yeah. About time we let things go. Is this our destiny? Just like it was meant to be. Yeah. Get out, do it, break away. Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you. I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do. Let's break away.
I'm looking up from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix.
As I did the dishes, I remembered that I never pulled out the stew meat for the next day. So you're gonna see it magically appear in the corner. That is what that meat is in that bowl of water. I wanted to get it somewhat thawed because it was like a brick. So I wanted to get it somewhat thawed to put into the refrigerator for dinner the next day.
Spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. A lock of gold, a secret smile, little things I remember. Place a hand upon my heart as her, she was a believer. Sometimes I can feel her arms holding me as forever. Time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you. I see in you my mother's eyes, and I lay your head to my shoulder. A lock of gold, a secret smile. I will tell you when you get older. I place a hand upon your heart. Every beat is taking me over, and I will hold you in my arms. Pretend we'll stay here forever. Time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you. You call, I fall. There's a legacy between us. We grow, we go, but in the middle, time changes everything, and everything will change in time. Love changes every heart, and any heart can change you. Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Till
This little dining room of mine is a constant struggle to keep clean. I swear it's a catch-all for toys and laundry and jackets and shoes and just everything else that is put down as soon as we come into the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this space all cleaned up and cleared out for dinner. Because I've been so focused on keeping my husband's work clothes clean and doing his work clothes every couple days and getting into a new routine with that, I completely forgot to wash towels. So in this video, I'm gonna get all caught up on that.
Club will go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase, like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. This night to end, yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see it's all about us, it's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us, it's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your touching me around my neck, got chills down my back. You do it right, the way you're holding me. No, I don't want this moment to stop. No need to fight it, I cannot hide it. We won't regret it, so come with me. Maybe we're meant to be a perfect melody, and I don't want this moment to stop. This night to end, yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see it's all about us, it's all about us, it's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us, it's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough, I can't get enough.
Oh damn, I've been feeling something for you lately, and I am trying so hard to just stay cool. Oh man, I think I might be going crazy, 'cause all I really, really want is to be with you. And I'm saying we're just friends, but thinking you're my man. And baby, if you knew, hey, I say I'm doing alright, I'm doing just fine, but I'm scattered, and I cry when you're not around, because it matters, dreaming of your kisses in the nighttime, knowing what I'm missing, but I'm still like, hey, I say I'm doing alright, I'm fine.
Another thing that makes my home feel super clean whenever I clean it up is vacuuming under my table. I have 2 small children and they constantly drop crumbs and food and Play-Doh crumbs and just all kinds of stuff under my table. So it feels so good to just get all that taken care of and have this space be neat and clean.
And no, the thought of her being a private dancer, it's just a little too much for me to chew. But I'm like, I say that I'm alright, but cry on the inside. I wish you were my man. Hey, I say I'm doing alright, I'm doing just fine, but I'm scattered, and I cry when you're...
Now it is time to cook some dinner. This is the next day. I am going to be making meatloaf and mashed potatoes, but whenever I make my mashed potatoes, I home make them, and I get a 10-pound bag and I make a ton of mashed potatoes because my husband loves my homemade mashed potato recipe and he prefers my homemade ones over the store-bought ones. So what I like to do is I like to make them in bulk. That way I can just put them in the freezer and thaw them out as we need them. So off camera, I peeled and washed my potatoes, and now I'm going to cut them in half and then cut them just in even sized pieces, not small pieces, just small enough to be able to put into a pot to boil. So the meatloaf recipe that I use is pretty basic. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below if you're interested in the one that I'm making. It's just breadcrumbs, ground beef, milk, eggs, and salt and pepper, I believe. I think I'm getting all the ingredients, but I just throw it all in my mixer and let it all mix up together. If you don't have a mixer, I used to just use my hands. I know it sounds kind of gross, but I used to just get in there with my hands and mash it all up together. But now that I have a mixer, I just turn on my mixer and let it mix together. Some recipes for meatloaf say to like make a mixture and like drizzle it over the top, but I just take some brown sugar and sprinkle it over the top of my meatloaf. This is the way that I've always done it, and my family loves it. I'm going to bake my meatloaf at 350 for 1 hour. The way that I tell if my mashed potatoes are ready to be put in the mixer to be mashed is I take a fork and I stab the potato, and if it falls apart easily, that's how I know it's ready to be put in the mixer. So I drained them and I put them in my mixer, and now I'm gonna throw in a stick, and I put in an extra half as well, but I add the butter first, that way it melts with the hot potatoes. So I had to leave this in because I am laughing at myself. The last time I made a 10-pound bag of mashed potatoes, I put way too many potatoes in my mixer and they flew out everywhere. So I thought I did better this time and didn't put as many in. But as you can see, I'm making a huge mess and they're flying out everywhere. I just figured I'd leave this in for a little bit of real life content. But as they mashed down and mixed in, they stopped flying out everywhere, but I had potatoes everywhere. So what you're gonna need for my mashed potato recipe are mashed potatoes. You can use however many you need for your family. Like I said, I just do a 10-pound bag because I make them in bulk. But you're gonna need potatoes. I use russet potatoes. Butter. You're gonna need salt, pepper, and some heavy whipping cream. You're gonna just basically season this to taste. Whenever I do a big batch like this, I do a stick and a half of butter in each bowl of mashed potatoes for my mixer, and then I just salt, pepper, and I do the salt and pepper to taste, and then I do the heavy whipping cream to the consistency that we like. As the potatoes get mashed, I scrape the sides, of course, and I also keep seasoning it as they mix in. The meatloaf is just about done at this point. There's about 15 more minutes left on the timer, so I'm going to pull it out and put some ketchup on the top. I notice if I put the ketchup on, like when there's about 15 to 20 minutes left on the timer, the ketchup doesn't get burnt. At this point, we all ate dinner and we all feel so much better. So now what I'm gonna do is I let the mashed potatoes cool completely, both batches that I made, and I'm going to put 3 big scoops of mashed potatoes in each bag for future meals. I like to let them cool completely because I don't wanna put something really hot in my freezer because it compromises the other food, because it brings up the temperature in the freezer. So I just let them cool completely. I put 3 big scoops in my bag. I flatten the mashed potatoes out into one even layer, and then that makes it easier to stack in my freezer. It freezes more evenly and it thaws more evenly as well. What I like to do after I have all of my mashed potatoes in the bags and evenly smushed down, I'm going to write the date that I made them and froze them, and then I'm also going to write what it is on the bag. That does it for this video. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. This one was another long one and I really enjoyed filming it for you, so I hope that you enjoyed watching. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for being here. Your support truly means so much to me. I'll see you in my next one.